is going on, my lovely Taurus squad? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are doing well. All right, my love. So it's Thursday, November 20th when I am recording this, but whenever you guys find this reading is when it's meant for you. Okay, this is for all Taurus placements. And keep in mind, it could be your energy or the energy of someone or something around you. Okay. So what is going on with Taurus? We're going to start with the past. What is going on with Taurus? Starting with the past. What is the energy around Taurus in the past here? Okay, my loves. So we have the Two of Wands, the Temperance card reversed. Let's get one more card here. And we have the Magician reversed. The Ten of Pentacles at the bottom here. All right, Death card reversed. Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, Sun card reversed, Nine of Cups reversed. Okay, so there's a lot of energy here to me, but it feels like there's some sort of good news that you got, or there's something that brings in abundance or makes you feel abundant, and it's like you have your eye on the prize. Okay, but at the same time that this is happening, there's something that your spirit does not resonate with, and your spirit's not trying to build on this either. Okay, so let's definitely get some clarifiers and let's see what's up. Okay, so why is this Two of Wands here? Okay, especially with this Ten of Pentacles that was at the bottom. Spirit, tell me more about this Two of Wands. What is going on here with Taurus? We have the Ten of Swords reverse. Yeah, so something good is happening that's bringing in abundance. With the Ten of Swords reverse, it's saying that the worst in a situation is over with Taurus. And you guys, like, you feel very much on track. And we have the Five of Swords reverse, and there's something where you're not fighting something anymore. You don't feel like issues. There's just something like you've gone through some sort of road bump. Okay, like there's some sort of hump here that you guys got over. Okay, where now you're seeing more hope. Now there's something that's not a fight. Now it's like you're able to think clearly and you feel more whole. Okay, now we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Fool card. So like simultaneously while this is happening, with you, like putting the worst in the past, you're dropping something that you might have had a lot of passion or love for, and you're choosing to start over. Okay, and maybe there was some sort of issue here, whether it was with the person, place, or thing. But like, even if something felt problematic, Taurus is just like past it. Taurus is like, oh, sorry you feel that way, you know, and you keep it moving. Because your spirit just doesn't resonate with something anymore. So why is this Temperance card reversed here for Taurus in the past? Why is this Temperance card reversed here? Life force energy. I love it, guys, because these readings, like, especially lately, they've felt like opposite of the message I'm about to give you. Okay? But there's something that you know, like you're over it, okay? And there's been some sort of shift or change in this recent past, or even just in the past in general, okay, where you have all this life within you now in a way that it wasn't there before. And that's why you're so no longer resonates, okay? So you got over something difficult. You got over something that you've been trying to like, there's something you've been trying to master, or there's just a certain point you were trying to get to in life, and you finally see yourself at that point. So a lot of people, places, and things just stop resonating with you. Okay? Because it's usually, people, places, and things make us feel like shit, and then we have to go through pain of getting out of it, and then slowly we find our force, and slowly you take back our life. But this is kind of like the opposite, where it's like, no, like, you woke up and you remember who you are, and that's what made your spirit uncomfortable around certain people, places, or things, because you're like, no, I've gotten to a certain point, like, I can't look back. Okay? You guys are at a point where, like, you start to feel better about so much. So it's like, if your spirit is feeling worse around certain people, places, or things when everything else is getting better, that's going to say something more so about that person, place, or thing, as opposed to what it's saying about you. It's like you healed, so something's not appealing anymore. Or you got past a certain point in life, or you've discovered something in life, or you had a breakthrough in life. So again, something is not appealing to you anymore. All right? And you were waiting to get to this point, and you realize, oh my God, I'm actually here. I'm finally feeling this peace. I'm finally able to start a new journey. And we have the Four of Swords reverse. So it's like, guys, you just had an aha moment. You just had an awakening. Like, Taurus, you went through something in the past that I think that, yeah, maybe you could have seen someone's true colors, or something's true colors, but like, I think you saw your own true colors, and you saw just how capable you are. And I think you just saw the reality of everything and everyone around you. Okay? Like, this is a karmic time in your life where the lessons have been learned. So that's why things are falling out. Friendships could be falling out, relationships. There could be a job that you just don't tolerate anymore. Like, you're not manifesting on it before. Or you're not manifesting on it anymore, because before, I feel like you guys did put a lot into something. Okay? Guys, this is crazy. And a lot of you are very unapologetic. This is very interesting. Why is this Magician reversed here? This is your last card for the past, and then we'll get to the present. So why is this Magician reversed in the past? We have the High Priestess reversed. And guys, there was something in the past that you had a feeling like, maybe I shouldn't do this. All right? There's something that you were on the fence about doing. And it could be, because Taurus is like, either we like something or we don't. But when we truly like or love something, we want to help in the best way we can. We want to be empathetic. We want to be understanding. But there's something where Spirit was saying, don't do that, Taurus. Don't give it grace, Taurus. Don't do it. And you knew that you shouldn't, but maybe you did. Okay? And the reason why you keep telling yourself, like, don't do it, even though some of you could have been in the process of getting something done for someone, or for, towards a job, whatever. Because it wasn't in alignment with your higher self. Okay, guys? Because this is all about you guys elevating to a certain point, that certain people, places, and things, certain ways that people were acting, like, your spirit just can't take it anymore. It can't take it anymore. Okay? So it's like, I think that you have the desire to get something done, even though your spirit was like, no, don't do it, Taurus, don't do it. Because somehow it was reckless. Maybe it would have been reckless on you to help someone in something. Maybe you tried to get a certain outcome out of something, and you see recklessness around it. Like, there's just something where Spirit's like, yo, like, you can't save everybody. You can't help everything. You can't help everyone. Okay? So present moment. What is going on in the present moment for Taurus? Justice card again. Nine of Pentacles reversed. And we have the Tower card reversed. Judgment card. We have the Hermit card reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, the World card reversed, the Lovers reversed. And guys, I know I've been mentioning this, but there's something that you wanted to extend, or there's something that like I feel your spirit was just like, hey Taurus, you could help, so help. Okay. But the reason why your spirit kept saying don't is because Taurus, this was a situation where you didn't know what was happening like at the other end of something. So let me give you an example, Taurus. All right, so that you guys can understand the energy I'm seeing here. Imagine you hear, okay, one of your family members or someone that you know, okay, they're having a really, really rough time financially. And let's say if they can't make a certain payment in 5 days, they're going to be out on the streets or whatever. Okay. So you're telling yourself like, damn, like I should really, really help them. Like I have the ability to help them. All right. But something in your spirit is screaming, no, don't do it. Okay. This could be a situation where that person was probably talking so much shit about you and already like saw you in such a low place that you look so stupid helping. Because it's like, yo, like you're sitting here with the heart thinking about helping and you don't know what was said in that room. Like, and with Tauruses, we're going to feel bad sometimes when we don't help when we could. And it's just like, yo, but like you were about to help someone that didn't deserve your help. All right. This could also be something where it's like, okay, now you give them this money, but instead of them going to their landlord and you know, making everything even, you see them at a casino. Because they're like, oh, well, if I triple this, not only can I pay this back, but then I have a money for a trip or two. You know, it's just like, whoa. So it's something where, like, your spirit is saying, stop, don't help. Because it's, one, it's not your place to help, and two, if you really know what was said about you behind the scene, if you really know what people really thought about you, but at the same time they're sitting here like, give me everything, give me Taurus, give me. Like, so that's why your spirit was just like, no, don't do it. Okay, so there's something where I feel like you were genuinely trying to help, but there was this little part of you that was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Okay, and this is something where your spirit's like, you got to listen to that, because something would have spread you very, very thin. So there's some sort of bullet that you dodged now. All right, so we got the Justice card here. Why is this Justice card up right here? This is the present moment. Why is this Justice card here? The Lover's reversed. So guys, and you deciding not to help in a certain area, or you deciding not to, you know, cross a boundary of yours that you've already made. Spirit is saying that's what was supposed to happen. All right, you learned the lesson, and what did the lesson cause? Probably a fallout in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Let me get another card here. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles reverse. And you could be having a fallout with something that you've been involved with for a long time, whether it be a person, place, or thing. Okay? Or something that you thought would be around for a long time. But there's a lesson that you learned. So Taurus is like, look, if I have to lose this, or if I have to lose you because certain boundaries didn't want it to be crossed, like that's a you problem. That's a you thing. All right? Taurus is not taking the blame, or Taurus is not feeling guilty. Taurus is, you're such a giving sign. But a lot of the times we get fucked over for that reason. All right? You give an arm, all right, and people are offended when you don't give both legs and the other arm. And it's like, damn, I was already going to have to adjust so much by giving the arm, but you wanted all the other limbs? Like, can I move? You know? So now your center card, your central energy, is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So why is the Nine of Pentacles reversed here? This card comes out, guys, when something would have just spread you way too thin. Like, if something would have made you overexhaust yourself. Like, this could be something where, like, have you guys ever, like, helped somebody and it ended up hurting you? Like, that's what this feels like to me. All right? And this is spirit saying, like, look, with the synchronicity card reverse, like, this wasn't meant for you to do. This wasn't your issue to fix or resolve, or, you know. And I feel like you were true to yourself and you spoke upon that. All right. And you being true to yourself and just honest with those around you, it made something not work out, but it's not something that was meant to work out. So you're seeing that you got to leave something in the past, but like, again, there's just something where it wasn't your place, because again, spirit is saying you dodged a bullet here. All right, by not overextending yourself the way that you were about to, you dodged a major bullet. Why is this Tower card reversed here? Seven of Swords reversed. And a lot of you, if not now, I see this in the near future. For those of you that listen and you choose to take a step back and you choose not to get your hands into something where God is saying, like, look, this isn't for you, you know, I feel like you're going to find out why. Like, maybe you find out something you didn't know before, or maybe you realize, like, you would have been thrown under the bus in some way, shape, or form. You're going to find out why your heart was telling you not to help with something. Because that's not a natural Taurus quality, to not care, to not want to help. Okay, I tell you guys in these readings all the time, if you know, I'm eating, there's no way there's going to be anyone sitting around me hungry without a plate in front of them. You eating too. Everybody eats at my table, you know? But this is something where Spirit's like, yo, you can't even bring this energy to your table. It's not even about the food. It's not even about the food. It could be Taurus. Not only are they not going to be grateful you gave them that plate, but they're going to talk shit about you. You guys wanted to help in an area where you weren't respected already. This isn't something where you're not respected because you're not helping. You already weren't respected. You know what I'm saying? There's already people that thought they were better than you, smarter than you, more manipulative than you, you know? And no, Taurus, guys, we've been through so much. Like, we're going to see right through the bullshit. Page of Cups reversed. Like, you talking too much shit now. All right? But you were really in your heads about this. Because, again, guys, it is not within our norm to just, you know, be a bystander in a situation. Okay? Taurus doesn't like being the bystander of those that we love. If we have any sort of ability to help, we're going to want to extend that. Okay, but sometimes, guys, you're getting in the way of people's karma when you do all of that. And you got to ask yourself, what you're doing for others, would they genuinely do that for you? Okay, to the extent in which you were going to do it. But I feel like you guys are worried, like, oh, are people going to be mad at me now? Are people going to think I don't care? Am I going to look like an asshole? Is there anger? Because I think that there's going to be anger coming from certain areas that Taurus is not overextending themselves anymore. People aren't used to that. Taurus is the idiot doormat that what I say goes. Okay? Like, I feel like somebody felt more entitled to your help than you felt entitled to your own help. Does that make sense? Like, there could have been something someone asked you to do for them that you have trouble doing for yourself, but you're sitting here feeling so guilty that you didn't do it for them. Okay? Maybe people made you feel like you had to do something for them. Okay? And the way we need to be, guys, with when we help people, when we extend services of any kind, you shouldn't expect anything back. All right? I say this right now. Don't you ever go around telling people you did me a favor. If you expect to come up to me one day and be like, oh, so remember that time, January 2006, when I did this for you? So, yeah, I'm going to need this, that, and the third. All right? Because Tauruses, for people we love, we're not counting scores. We help you when we can. All right? If I'm giving somebody, here's $50, go get something to eat. All right? Something nice. Go get yourself some steak. I don't want that money back. You ate with that money. Your children ate with that money. I don't want it. You know? Like, keep that shit. Because at the end of the day, with how much we've grown, we not giving that $50 away if we need it. All right? And that's rule of thumb, guys. Anything you ever give away or anything you ever give to borrow, you have to give it with the intention that you are never going to get it back. And if the thought of that bothers you, then don't give it. All right? If you're giving someone a book, it's like, yo, this is first edition. Please, please, please have it to me by Friday. Do not give that person the fucking book. All right? If you're giving somebody $100, yo, but I need that in 2 weeks, like I absolutely need it, do not give them that money. Only give it if you can give it and forget about it and keep moving on and not feel bitter towards it. All right? But it's the people who give to receive, or they give to put themselves on a pedestal and tell everybody, look, but I did this, this, that, and the third. Great. Good for you. Here's a cookie. Like, what? Like, do it from the bottom of your heart, not so you can keep score. So moving forward into the future, what can Taurus expect? All right, so we have the Two of Cups, the Devil, and the Four of Cups. Where are we going with this? At the bottom, the Hierophant reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, guys, there's something that you just keep seeing more and more and more, that this was just too imbalanced. Okay, I feel like there's something that you guys were very closely tied to, that you see the reality of it. All right? Like, you know what this reminds me of? I don't know who it was, but someone told me, this was in the news a long time ago, that there was some, I don't know if it was like a YouTuber or just influencer, but I guess people were okay with this person. They didn't think anything bad of it. But then I think their camera turned on by accident and they went live without knowing. All right, on YouTube or some shit like that. And people just witnessed this person like beating the shit out of their cats. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the reason why I bring that story up is because there's something that you see and it's like, oh, look at that person. Oh, look at how cute, you know, their cats are. But then it's like, oh my God, you're the devil. Okay, so there's something where you're putting your foot down, you're saying no, and then you see how ugly someone gets. You're seeing how someone really felt about you. Okay, and that's where you're like, see, glad I didn't do it. Glad I didn't do it. This is how you felt the whole time? Weird. Weird. Okay, so this helps you to move away from things that are causing such an imbalance. So let's see why this Two of Cups is here. Nine of Cups reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Wands reversed. Guys, it could be a shock to some of you, but maybe not, because deep down inside your spirit knew. Okay, because there's something where, you know, if people asked you about this a year or 2, 3 years ago, you're like, no, it's all love, it's all love. But there's something where it's like, sorry, I can't overextend myself this time. I can't. Okay? And then it's like you see the wrath of somebody, or you see just like the ugliness and the truth behind the situation. And it's like, damn, like that's who or what I was dealing with this whole time. Okay. Now you guys are fine. You guys are still taking off. You guys are still doing your thing. Okay. But and you guys are still in a good place, but it's just, I just feel like there's someone or something that couldn't benefit from you. And you saw how ugly things get when you can't be used. We have the Ace of Swords reverse. Okay. This is something, guys, where like, if something was like genuine love, or if something was genuinely a good thing, there would have been more understanding behind you putting boundaries. All right. For example, if I call someone that I'm close to and I'm like, hey, you know, can you come to my house on Friday and let's do a deep clean and, you know, help me with that, please. And they're like, hey, you know, I love you so much, but I've helped 10 other people do that in the last 2 weeks and I am exhausted. I don't have it in me to do another deep clean. You think I'm going to be mad at that person and say they're a piece of shit for not helping me with the deep clean? Or am I going to understand that sometimes people can only do what they can do? All right. And sometimes if we ask for too much, it's just like, yo, like, chill. It's not that they hate you or dislike you. You just heard all the shit that they did. So give them a moment. Let them breathe. All right. And if they can come to your house and just help you do a few dishes, then that's take what they can give at that time. And this is also similar to, like, you know, somebody telling you, hey, I'm going to go to your house and I'm going to do those dishes for you, right? And then you turn around and you get home and yeah, your sink is spotless, but you thought that they would have done more. Even though they just said dishes, you thought your whole shit would have been clean, and now you mad. But they only promised you the dishes. Why are you mad that your walls aren't wiped down? Why are you mad your floor's not mopped? They said that they only have the energy for dishes. And now you're pissed off because you felt entitled to the whole house being cleaned? You know what I'm saying, guys? So this is just something where Taurus was just not in a place to overextend themselves. All right? Maybe Taurus could have given this, but this is what was expected. And now Taurus is a piece of shit because Taurus is not giving this when they offered this. So that's why Taurus is taking a step back. All right? Imagine overextending yourself to help and then people are ungrateful. That's not how the fuck it works. Okay? Because there's anger towards you, Taurus. Someone's angry with you, Taurus. Someone's pissed off. This could be vice versa as well. But again, guys, I've been reading Taurus more than any other sign lately, and we're all going through this change. We're all like, I don't give a fuck. Okay? Like, I do not feel guilty for anything. I know where my heart's at, you know? Taurus, we have overextended ourselves for decades at this point. We don't give a fuck who's getting mad that we're not doing that anymore. We really don't give a fuck. Like, this whole world pushed us to not give a fuck. All right, and we have the Nine of Swords here. Okay. So this is something that's causing anxiety. Again, you're still good. You're still stable. You're still fine. All right, but I feel like now you're going to be in someone's mind rent-free. Like, the Spirit just wants you to get away from this. Spirit is giving you a peek into the misfortune that something would have brought you had you kept overextending yourself. Had you kept letting, people disrespect you or play with you. All right, or you saying, hey, I can give you this, and someone being mad that they don't get that. You know what I'm saying? We have the Four of Cups. So why is this Four of Cups here? Why is this Four of Cups here? We have the Queen of Wands reversed. And the Five Pentacles reversed. So, Taurus, I feel like an energy is just so frustrated with you. This could be coming from, like a work environment, a place you live. This could be coming from friends, family. But there's something where you're like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not part of this. All right? And you're not affected by it because with the Five of Pentacles reversed, Taurus is coming from a place where anything that you were lacking in, you're now replenishing. All right? So not only is there going to be anger towards you because you're not accepting your position as having to help and save everybody, you refuse the position of Captain Save-A-Ho, right? So not only is there anger because of that, but there's also anger because you're not suffering because of it. Okay, Taurus? Because there's such an entitlement where it's like, yo, if Taurus doesn't do this for me, Taurus should suffer. And Taurus is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We know where we come from. We know how we overextend ourselves. All right, guys? So there's just something here that it would have hurt you so much to help. It's something that would have made you look like an idiot. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, the joke's on you if you would have done something. All right? So now you're not allowing yourself to be put in a circus. All right? So there's going to be people angry because they bought you the red nose already. They bought you the jumpsuit. They bought you the fro. And you not only did you not put it on, but you didn't show up to the circus. But that was the designated spot for you, Taurus. All right? So, guys, let's get some cards of advice. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about this. And if this is resonating with you guys so far, there's links in the description below to donate, as well as my wish list if you guys want to surprise me and bless the home. And all of my social media handles are there, guys, as well as my website if you guys need a personal reading. Definitely follow me on TikTok, where I post a daily energy for the collective. All right, so Taurus, what does Spirit want to leave you with here? And guys, when you go on my website, make sure that you sign up for the website. Every time I have like sales and stuff like that, you'll get an email with the codes to use, as well as getting 25% off any reading when you sign up. Okay. All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Taurus, it's moving on up. You're really building in a way where you're like, there's just this fire under your ass and you're being noticed, and like, you guys are really leveling up. Okay, there's a lot of Tauruses in here. It could be little changes, but it's going to be significant changes. All right, one of you, this is just an example. All right, one of you could go to the gas station and, you put your card in and you just put the gas there, you walk away, you go inside, you buy your little snacks, you come out, the tank's full, cool, you put it back. But then there's that moment where it's like, oh shit, a few years ago I wasn't able to do that. A few years ago I was putting $5, $10 in. Now I was able to put the gas in, keep it flowing, go inside, do my shopping, full tank, full belly, like just little things like that. Like, you guys, and it was inevitable for you guys to get to this, but you guys are now excelling and starting to excel in places where your shit was not together before. And again, it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be with love. It could be with friendships. All right? Maybe you just weren't attracting the right things. But yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people, places, and things you're losing because that people-pleasing phase is over for y'all. We have the Nine of Wands here, and I see you guys really standing your ground with this change. Let's get 4 more cards. Page of Swords reverse. Yeah, there's something here where if you built on something, Taurus, like, it would not have been a good idea, and it would have put you in like a compromised like situation. We have the Two of Cups reversed. I feel like a person, place, or thing just lost its grip on you. Okay, there could have been certain people, places, and things that in the past, if it said jump, Taurus would jump. If it said, do the cha-cha slide, Taurus would do the cha-cha slide. And now Taurus is like, wait, the fuck? No. And people around you are like, what? Taurus, I said jump. And you're like, bitch, no. But Taurus, jump. I told you to jump. You're supposed to jump. Yuck. Taurus, we're not doing that. We're too stubborn for that shit. And I think that we let certain things slide in the past, but you guys, again, don't feel bad for anyone or anything that you lose while setting boundaries and saying, no, that's wrong. All right? If all you could do is this, Taurus, don't you dare feel like shit that you can't do this for someone just yet. You know what I'm saying? Do what you're able to do. All right? Because there's a burden here that you didn't desire to have. And so you didn't have it. All right, there's something, Taurus, where you would have had to heavily overextend yourself, and you're not doing it. Okay, so you might be, completely rejected by certain people, places, or things, but now this brings you into a lot of blessings. The fact that you're focused more on yourself with this Queen of Swords. All right, we have the Sun card and we have the Synchronicity card. So blessings come in, and Spirit is just showing you favor. Okay, and you took the logical step, and your soul is okay. There's, you guys feel good. So what does this bring you? This brings you balance, and this brings you success, as opposed to you choosing a path where maybe people would have loved you for a moment, but it would have taken the life out of you. All right, Taurus is not willing to help anymore. You know, if that means compromising themselves, we're not doing that. Okay, I'm not giving people the short ends, or you know, I'm not giving myself the short end of the stick when there's long ones. Taurus squad, I love you guys so much. Until next time, my loves. Take care.